today there was a protest march which was called by one of the leading civil society group in the valley region, Kokomi. Its women wing had called for a march towards the border area where the security forces have placed barricades so that the two warring groups cannot actually come in contact with each other. And so this march was planned today. Then therefore the government had not relaxed curfew in the valley region, in the entire valley region, including the state capital Imphal. And the government had appealed to Kokomi not to take out the march. And but despite the presence of massive security both in Bishnupur district as well as across the valley, as well as particularly on the border between Churachandpur and Bishnupur districts, hundreds of people actually from the valley region started marching towards the border area, and they were stopped by the security forces. There was confrontation, and to disperse the crowd, according to police sources, security forces had to fire tear gas shells. They had to fire rubber bullets. There are allegations from the protesters that live bullets were fired.
Right.
You can see those visuals of the confrontation, as well as visuals from the Moirang hospital in Bishnupur district, where the injured people have been brought in. Several people have been brought in with injuries. Some of the injuries are serious. They are being shifted to Imphal. So we have seen this kind of protest before as well. But there was a de-escalation in the past 2 days after a spell of heavy fire in the border areas between Bishnupur and Churachandpur from August 29, where about half a dozen people got killed. And now this flare-up where the civil societies groups have taken out a protest march. The district authorities in Churachandpur had requested the Kuki-Zomi tribes to
right.
not
in fact,
do a mobilization.
Ratnadeep, sorry to interrupt you. Ratnadeep, just one thing. There seem to have been relaxations in curfews, and then now the curfew has been reimposed. So could you give us a context of this? From when has this curfew been reimposed, and what has led to the series of defiance?
In the districts where there is still trouble, you already have night curfew. So night curfew was never relaxed in this 4 months. But what had happened is that with de-escalation intention, right from the morning till the evening, curfew was relaxed so that people can carry out their normal work. But today, the curfew was not relaxed in the valley district, so that security forces wanted that people should not come out of their homes. While in major part of the valley district it remained peaceful, but particularly in Bishnupur district, hundreds of people led by top Kokomi leaders, they had come there.
Right.
They were walking towards the border with Churachandpur, and what security forces don't want is a straight confrontation between two warring communities, and therefore they were stopped. And then forces had to use tear gas shelling and fire, rubber bullet firing.
Right.
There are allegations that live firing had taken place, and several injured are being brought, and the protesters are still there. So there is tension in that area.